Okay. So we are recording. I wanted to have this be a little bit more personal for all of you guys, and I want you to, I want your input. If you can, I would like some participation as far as talking about where you're at and what your goals are and what you're struggling with, things like that. But I really wanted to go over how to make February a success for you. And each one of you have different goals, and you have different things that you're working on, and different things that might be holding you back. So knowing that, I want to really talk about specifically what are your goals. So that's number one. What are your goals for February? And I want it to be realistic, something that you feel like you can attain without getting discouraged, but something that will push you a little bit more as well. So what are your goals, and what do you think is holding you back? And I'd like for everyone to just, I guess I'll start. Sam, do you want to start? I'm going to unmute you, and you can go ahead.
Okay. So I'm trying to think. Okay, so one goal I set for myself is to build, instead of signing up 3 distributors every month, I'm building a Ruby every month this year, at least one Ruby. That's my goal this month. And then to sign 5 distributors with that. My goal is to get back to Diamond this month, which is going to be a lot of pushing, but we're going to make it happen. So that's my goal. What else did you ask? Sorry.
What might be holding you back?
I think this sounds really funny. So I think what's holding me back is, like, I have nothing. I feel like there's nothing holding me back, but I still think my own, like, self-conscious is, like, scared to let myself get there. Does that make sense? Like, let myself go as fast as I know I can go. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I've had this feeling for the last couple weeks, and I've been telling my she's not really a sideline sister, my, like, what is that thing?
An accountability partner?
Yeah, that. My accountability partner and my, like, best friend, that I feel like there's nothing holding me back from here and Ambassador but myself. Like, I feel like this year has pulled every stop between it, but I'm still, like, scared to get there, or scared to let myself be that lead. Does that make sense?
Yep, totally does. Okay. Thank you for that. I'm going to go around and ask everyone, and then we'll kind of talk about it, I think. Leanne, do you want to go?
Oh, sure. Sorry, I'm still kind of at work, so.
No, sorry.
It's okay. No, I kind of bribed somebody else to vacuum for me so I can jump on so I can be here. My goal kind of for February has been kind of fluctuating because we've, long story really short, we potentially have to move rather quickly, just whatever. And so we've been kind of looking for places, and I feel like I've been letting my time get away from me, which is part of the reason why, like, I know that if I get that better, I can probably, like, my time back under control and, like, me manage my time, which is part of the reason why I became a distributor. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to have my time be for me. But for my goals for February is I just enrolled a new DT, and she's actually really, really excited. We just were talking a little bit the other day, and I would love to be a Ruby by the end of February. I know that I said June because that's my birthday, and I would love to have that. But I think if I really sat down and just made myself make the time for it, I would love to be a Ruby by the end of February, especially because I have the pay-per-view, and I bought that on Sunday. I would love for me to get myself in gear and just do it and just make it happen.
Okay. I love it. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. Taz, can you go?
Yes, I can. So my goal for February is just something really simple, but it's kind of my fear that I have. And so my fear is to actually message people. So, like, messaging and following up, I'm terrified at really terrified about it. I'm really good with connecting with people. I love people. I love talking and seeing how they are and in their life. But when it comes to doing the ask, I chicken out and I just don't do it. So my goal is to make it a point to message 5 people every day. And I haven't been, but the last 2 days I have been, and it feels good because I'm getting responses, and not all of them are, well, none of them are yeses, but like it starts conversation, which makes me excited because I know that maybe, like, I'm not just working a bit on signing someone today, but I'm also working on signing someone in May and June and August and December. So, but I realized that because I didn't do those asks, conversation wasn't happening. So that's my goal for this month, to just continuously doing the ask while I'm communicating with people.
Good. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. And as you guys are talking, I'm writing down some suggestions of how we can address those, the fears or the things that you need to help overcoming. And I really, really like it because so far, each one of you have had something different. Corey, do you want to go?
Sure. Okay. So, I've actually been going through like a really, and Colette knows this, but I've been going through like a really tough time with my business and just like questioning whether or not like this has been the right move for me. If like I'm still, if I'm still meant to be in it. And there's a lot of different reasons, and not without getting too personal, it just I wasn't connecting with like the company anymore. And it took, I actually had found a couple of accountability partners that just showed me, I guess, a different side, and were excited. And, they have nothing to do with my business and I have nothing to do with theirs. And it was just, they're just super motivating, and we can vent and talk it out. And that was like really what I kind of needed to get my head back in the game and get my motivation back. So I really haven't been doing too much of anything. Like, I made a commitment to my team to not let them show that I was going through that struggle, so that they would never feel the way that I felt, because I didn't ever want anybody else to feel doubt if they are, perfectly happy with where they're at. And so now where I'm at, my goal is to, I don't have much of a team anymore. I just have like a handful of girls that are still working. And my goal is to build each of them, or help them build themselves to Ruby, and let them know that they really can do it. And I have a couple of new girls who are like super, super excited to get there. And I know that with helping them get to where they need to be, and also building my husband up to Ruby too, that will get me back to the level that I was at, and actually increase my paycheck again, so I don't have to worry about like staying at home when the baby comes. And then my other goal is to really get like organized more than like 5 days. I can make it for a few, like I get motivated, I get organized, and then I'm just unnaturally like chaotic, disorganized, kind of fly by the seat of my pants type of person. So, and I have said for probably a year, I'd probably be ambassador now if I could be more organized. So I have all the tools. It just is up to me to make it happen. So that is where I'm at right now.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for that. Sherry, your turn. Are you there, Sherry? Sherry, are you there?
I'm trying to unmute myself, sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine.
So, so couple things. One is that I've been doing a lot of boosting with my posts on my on a couple of pages, and I've been getting a lot of reactions, not necessarily likes, but I'm getting likes as well. And I've got a couple of people that have actually said to me, you know, I want to do the 90-day program, or I want to be a distributor. So so I'm following up with them, and it's a little bit of a struggle, just getting them to commit, you know, talking to them about pre-selling wraps and things like that. And I had a potential customer cancel today because she was sick, and so, but anyway, you know, she's not backing off from being, you know, being interested. So that's a good thing. So I guess my goal for me is to get myself to Ruby this month.
Okay.
Because you know, I'm like, I feel like I've got all the seeds planted and it's ready to happen. And so I just have to keep working. I have been working, you know, really posting. It's a little challenge. One of my challenges right now is I'm in my 60-day layoff notice period with my work. The positive of that is that I don't really have a lot of work to do for my work. So I'm kind of doing my Facebook stuff, you know, at the same time when I'm supposed to be working. So
Okay.
you know, that's but it adds a level of stress that, you know, that wasn't there before.
Okay. Do you have a laptop, Sherry?
Yes.
Are you going to bring it to conference?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, perfect. All right. I am just so inspired by each and every one of you right now. I'm looking at every single one of you, and you all have different goals. You all have different things that might be holding you back, which is so incredible. And the reason why I think it's incredible is because each one of us can learn from someone else. And so with us each coming together like this on this Zoom, we can talk about that and come up with 6 different ways to build our business, to become better, because each one of you have 6 different things that you're needing help with. And so if you don't mind, when I was listening to Sam talk about she wants to build 1 Ruby every single month, but she has a mindset block where she's like, I know I can get there, but for some reason I'm just holding myself back. And that thing that's holding you back is something that we all go through. I go through it. I have struggled with it before, where I'm just like, I know I have all the tools. I just have to do it. And it's that action part. But sometimes it's also the mindset that when you know, but you don't quite have that 110% motivation, that's the part that's not getting you from A to Z. It's because the mindset isn't there saying, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get there. And so I have an app on my phone that I love, love, love. And I don't know if you guys have seen me talk about it on Dare to Dream, but so I have a folder on my phone, and I put it right there, and it's called 32,000 a month because that's ambassador. And for me, it's not, yes, I want to be ambassador, and I will be ambassador this year, but it's the financial that comes, yes, thank you, Sherry. It's the financial that comes along with it as well. If I had the financial along with it, there's so much I can do with $32,000 a month. I can help pay off my husband's student loans that we've been paying off forever. I can help my family. I can help others in need. We can go to Africa and help feed the hungry and build schools and houses for them. Like, there's so much that we can do. And so instead of me saying ambassador, I put 32,000 a month. And so I have a little folder in there where I have all my apps for that. And it's called Think Up. Right there. Think Up. Was that backwards on your side, guys? Or is it, okay. So Think Up, it's an orange square with a little plant coming out of it. And what I love about Think Up is it has a free section, and I did upgrade because I love the upgraded. But what this is it'll say record select. And you can select all of these different categories of things that are positive affirmations. So I'm going to find one for Sam. I mean, there's body image, weight loss motivation, overcome anxiety, creativity, pregnancy. Where is it? There's miracle morning, abundance, entrepreneurship. I thought there was one for success. Sorry. Okay, let's just say abundance. So I click on abundance, and there is all of these preset. All of these are preset. And what I can do is click on it. So I hit select, and then I can go record what it says. So I've selected all of these. Every day I find one person to help. And I go over here and I hit record, and it brings it over here to record. So I can click on it and I can record what it says right there. But the other amazing thing is I can add, and I can type my own, or I can just verbalize my own. And this is what the exciting thing is. So bear with me here. So now my affirmations all go into here, and I can select background music, and I can select different playlists. But now, let's see.
Lord, I cast all of my burdens on you. I open my eyes to see that you know what is best for me. Money enters my life now from many different sources in an easy way.
What I love is it has music to go with it. It has your voice saying your positive affirmations. And this
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I was just going to say, yeah, is this recorded?
Yeah.
Okay, I got to go. I love you, and I love that app. I'll download it as soon as I get home. But will you send me the recording so I can watch this?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Sorry. See you guys soon.
So what I love about this is when your mind hears your own voice saying the positive affirmations, then you're basically reprogramming your mind. You're telling your mind, instead of having the negative voices saying, oh my gosh, this is so hard. Oh, I can't. I'm not a good leader. My team has fallen apart. I'm afraid of messaging. Instead, it's saying, I am fearless. I am reaching out to 5 people a day. Let this be something that motivates you and you listen to. And if you listen to this just 5 minutes before you go to bed, let that be the last thing that you hear, and you go to sleep, then your mind is going to be processing all the positive things that you just said. Now, what's unfortunate to me is those small and simple things we don't do. And I don't do. How simple is this if I just did this every single night for 5 minutes? I know our mindset would completely change if we just put that to action. So how cool would that be if every single one of us on here decided for February, we had a reminder on our phone that goes off at 9 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock at night, whenever you go to bed, and it goes off and it says 5 minutes of Think Up. You go to your app and you turn it on and you go to bed thinking that. How neat would that be? So I love that. It's a really fun app. Darn, I've got a girl trying to log on. So if you just download Think Up and then start programming some of the things that you want to overcome, spin it in a positive way, and then really put that to action and record it. Oh, so one thing I noticed when I was recording my voice, when I started recording, I was like, I am ambassador. I am making $32,000 a month. And then I listened back and I was like, oh my gosh, I do not sound excited at all. It's so funny that I had to be in my car and I had to accentuate and put this huge smile on my face and be like, I'm ambassador, can you believe it? And you had to just be the part as if it just happened to you. And what happens then is when you listen back to that recording, you're like, that's what motivates me. Not the first one. The first one was depressing. So make sure, like, it takes a little bit of practice, but I really encourage all of you to do that. So for those of us that might be dealing with anything that might be holding us back or the mindset, Think Up is a great app for that. Okay. Leanne, so you talked about letting your time get away from you. And that is something that a lot of us experience as well. And we have to basically just say, all right, what 5 things do I want to accomplish today? And I think this also goes with Taz as well. So Taz is really good about engaging with people and connecting and building those relationships, but we need to create a list of 5 things that you want to do today. Now, sometimes, so I'll create 5 things that I want to do with the business, as well as things in addition to that with things that I need to do around the house or errands that I need to run or a bill that I need to pay. I'll make this list, but I have to get that list done. And if I notice that I'm avoiding one of those things, guys, that's one that you need to work on first. Don't avoid it, get it done, move on to the next. Because sometimes you're like, okay, I'm going to hurry up and get some of these easy ones out of the way. You're avoiding it. So if time is getting away from you and you're possibly having to move, I totally get it. I totally get it. We're in the same situation here at home. This business can be done on 30 minutes a day. If you just said, all right, for 10 minutes, I am going to message 10 people. 10 people that are on my hundreds list. For 10 minutes, now I'm going to engage with 10 people on Facebook that I haven't. So maybe that's in the letter A's. Maybe tomorrow it's the letter B's. The next day it's the letter C's. And then another 10 minutes is looking for people to add on Facebook. Maybe it's interacting with people on Instagram. But this little list of your things that you can do can rotate every single day. Maybe Mondays, it's only messaging. Tuesday, it's adding people on Facebook. Wednesday, it's engaging in groups. But you have to be organized. You have to hold yourself accountable and say, this is what I'm going to do. But 30 minutes can make a huge difference in your business if you try to. All right, so with Taz, so you do well with everything, and I wonder, and I know you're doing well with it now, but in the past you haven't, with messaging and follow-up. So I'm wondering if you have a list of every single day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you write in their names of who you followed up with or who you messaged, and you're like, I cannot end this day until I do those 5. I can't. Oh, look at that. Good job. I'm so proud of you. I'm so, so proud of you. That's great. And I know that it's going to get easier for you, and it's going to start opening doors. I know it's the action that that is going to help those yeses come. And we can't get a yes if we're not even asking at all. So good job on that. So Corey, you talked about you have a goal for each of your distributors to get to Ruby, and you have a goal to get organized, but you can only organize like 5 days at a time, and then you're terrible or whatever. But that's okay. Like sometimes life happens, and especially with having a new baby, life is going to happen. So why not set Sunday as your day to organize your week for the next week? And you're, Sunday afternoon when things are quiet, baby's sleeping, and you're like, okay, let's see what this next week looks like. This is what I'd like to post about. This is, I need to make sure I have a live party that I'm booking, or a live demo. Maybe I'm highlighting this product all week long, and just do 1 week at a time. It's okay. I've been very aggressive and buffered my Dare to Dream post for a month. And I was like, yeah, that was awesome. And then I was so exhausted that I didn't do it. So I think the 5 days at a time is perfect. I do. I think it is. If you feel like you can do more, great. But I love that if we designate 1 day just to organize ourselves, then I think you can stay on top of it. Sherry, I had a thought that came to my mind, and I feel like, so if you are trying, and you're going to, you're doing booths, and you're putting yourself out there, and you're boosting posts, and you're coming to conference, I would like to sit down with you one-on-one, or with a group, and let's do some focusing on your business page and how you boost, and maybe adjusting, maybe some tweaking. But one thing that I really, really, really want to do is take a bunch of pictures of you at conference in different scenarios where you can use this to elevate your identity on these business pages of Sherry at conference, join my team. Sherry in Florida, you can do this. I want you on my team. And so let me take a bunch of pictures with you out there. And I think that that's what will help set you apart from others as well. Not saying that that's going to be the answer to all, but with us working on your business pages and helping you with image, and you're doing all the right things. Now it's just connecting those dots so that they all work together.
I would really like that. And, I know from going to conference that 1 year, and then I didn't go last year, just being together and being for all of us to be face to face and to share ideas, I think it's really powerful. So I'm really looking forward to doing that, and just kind of, talking to you about, because I struggle with the organization too. I am a very visual person. And when I have too many things going on, I get so, 1 minute I'm going this way, and then I'm off in this direction, and off, and then it's so unproductive when I do that. But I really do feel that because I've been working, it's so hard. The seeds are planted. I just have to be able to capitalize on them.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so now let's open it up again, and I want to hear from you guys, your thoughts, because this team training, it's not just me talking and telling you what to do. I really want to find what's going to work for you, how we can help, because I want to see, Corey, all of your distributors go Ruby, and you be organized and feel like, I'm back, oh my gosh, this is amazing, I'm cheering them on, and Sherry's Ruby, and Leanne's Ruby, and Taz, you're going Ruby. Ruby's everywhere. So what else can we help you with? I mean, when we're talking about February and making it a success, it's now putting everything to work. And so it's messaging people. It's letting them know, you know what, I want you on my team. Conference, our It Works conference is Friday and Saturday. They announce new products, new countries, new promotions, and it gets crazy. And I pretty much, we are just going crazy, and it's our peak season. I would love to have you on my team. It's the perfect time to join. Message them. Message as many people as you can about that. Now, when I talk about messaging, I don't message people that I've never talked to. I make sure that the people that I'm talking to, that I've been engaging with and carrying on some sort of a conversation, then I'll reach out and say, we've been chatting a lot. I really love your personality, or I love this, or I love that. I let them know why and say, do you know what I do? Do you know what I do? Has it ever crossed your mind? Would you like to earn extra money from home? Is this something that you've entertained? I bring that up. And so I don't want you to miss out on the conference frenzy, if you will. And I want you to start posting about it or messaging about it. And when you're posting about it, show that level of confidence and say, I'm building an amazing team. And my team, every single one of them, are going to be making at least $500 a month or more in the next couple of months. And I want that to be you. Just start owning where you want to be, where you want your team to be, and let people know that you want to help them along the way. I don't know if bonuses are going to be announced. And in a couple years ago, they're like, oh, we're not doing bonuses again. We're not doing bonuses again. But yet people love bonuses so much that I don't know that they wouldn't do it. And they keep talking about just work. You're going to regret it if you don't. Just work from January forward. So my suggestions would be, get out that hundreds list. And if you don't have a hundreds list, what you do is you go to your Facebook and you start for your current posts and start going backwards and write down everyone who liked and commented on your posts that are not an It Works distributor, and just write down everybody and create a new hundreds list. If you've already done that, then go through the alphabet of your friends list and start writing down people that have slipped through the cracks. Go to Instagram. Instagram is a place where I have not given much attention, but am starting to give attention, because there's not drama on Facebook. I mean, there's not drama on Instagram. There's not the rants and the negativity. I don't see it on Instagram. And so if you can create a good Instagram profile and then start advertising here and there, that's a great place to capitalize on your business as well. But one last thing with that part of it, no negativity on your newsfeed, none. I do see some distributors who show frustration or language or just grumpiness. And let's see, where did I write it down? We attract what we think and what we say. And so think positivity, post positivity, and dream positivity. And I wanted to share this with you first, but I am going to post it in Dare to Dream. It was pretty amazing. Ashley Sinclair is an ambassador diamond with our company. I love her. She often goes to Vegas and does One Team, One Missions. She's hilarious. I absolutely love everything that she says. What you look for, you find. Isn't that an interesting thought? If you're looking for things you don't like, you will find them. If you want examples of bad eggs doing the wrong things, go looking and you'll find them. Want to find leaders who aren't great leaders in the company? Go looking and you will find them. Want to find reasons it's tough to work this business? Go looking and you will find them. Want to find frustrating things about customer service? You'll find them. Want to find people who have quit? Go looking and you will find them. But realize the opposite of this is also true. You want to find amazing leaders who run their business with integrity, then you can pattern yourself after? Go looking and you will find them. You want to find runners on your business that you can get excited about? Go looking and you will find them. Want to fall in love with this company for a million reasons? Go looking and you will find them. Do you want to find new ways to work your business that feel right to you? Go looking and you will find them. The people who have left or whose businesses have stalled have one thing in common. They looked for the negative and they found it. I choose to look at the amazing things this company does, what it stands for, and how it's changed my life, how it offers hope to so many, and in doing so, I find those things. There will always be negative. There will always be the negative, but choosing not to focus on it is good leadership. So much of our success this year is going to depend on what we focus on. So are you focusing on, I will find loyal customers, I will find distributors, I will help my team, or I am busy, I am tired, I can't do this? We're already taking up space for a thought. It doesn't take extra effort to think the positive. Let's just get rid of the negative and focus on the positive and teach our teams to do the same thing. We need to think positive because that will make all the difference. It was crazy town last month. I thought to myself, I'm enrolling 10 people on my team this month. I actually said 20, but then I didn't dare, and I said, okay, 10. And I'm looking for my steps to success, and I think it's in the other room. So I said, I'm enrolling 20 people this month. I'm like, oh no, I'm not. Okay, I'll do 10. And guess what happened? I enrolled 10. I enrolled 5 new distributors and 5 new customers. 10 new people to my team. That was more than I did for the last 3 months combined. Say it, believe it, say it over and over again, but then act on it and put your actions to the test. And your efforts have to equal what your output needs to be. Like, it has to be equal. And it was pretty exciting. So why not do it again? Why not, you know? All right, so let's open it up to you guys. What else would you like us to talk about? What are your thoughts? Conference is literally just in a couple of days, and I am just so excited. I cannot wait to hear what they say. And I'm more excited of what I'm going to feel. I am open and I am excited and I'm ready to just soak it all in and be changed. So with all that said, what are your thoughts? Sorry, and I'm messaging.
I have a message. I have an answer about messaging. So, sorry, I've got a grumpy. Yeah. So when you said before, like, start messaging about to potentials about conference.
Yeah.
What would that message look like?
So yeah, that's perfect. So you've been talking with a person, and you feel like you know them enough, maybe. And so for instance, all right, so one of the distributors that I just signed up, she saw my post that I'm looking to enroll 4 more people this month. I am looking to help people make between $500 to $2,000 a month, and I'm excited. Well, she messaged me privately and she's like, hey, I saw your post, I'm interested. Now, I hadn't ever talked to her before. So my message to her was, oh my gosh, that's great. What are you wanting to earn from home? Like, what's the reason why you want to earn money from home? And how much are you looking to make? And she said, well, I'm a student and I need the flexible hours. Perfect. Now's the perfect time. I have conference coming up. That's our annual conference where they launch new products, new countries, and new bonuses and incentives. This is the perfect time to join, and I want to help you. This is great momentum for our company, and it's the perfect time to join. Would you like more information? Yes. So she ended up signing up. Another one, a friend of mine that's been incredibly supportive. She's been a loyal customer of mine, and I thought, you need to ask her to join your team. And I said, no way. She would not want to join. And then I had another thought, like the next day, you need to ask her to join. And I'm like, no, she wouldn't be interested. She messaged me, okay, Colette, I've been thinking I might want to join your team. And I'm like, oh my heck, I've been ignoring my thoughts that I need to talk to you. Now's the perfect time. This would be great. What are you looking for? What are your goals for joining my team? What do you want out of this? She tells me she wants it more of the products and personal story and experience, and how she feels that if she can show a story, then she can attract others in her similar situation. And I'm like, so for her, it's not really money. It's more of bettering her lifestyle. And I said, that's perfect. I would love to have you join. Now's the perfect time because of our company's in momentum and conferences here, and it just helps your business get started a little bit faster because of the upcoming products or incentives that we might be receiving. And she, on a different note, said, I am joining, and this was during BOGO. She's like, I am joining. I don't care about BOGO. I just have to be the right timing for me. I will join, but just not right now, not during BOGO. And so I've been using that, and it can be used even after conference, and say, we just had our conference and they just launched new products, or they just opened a new country, or they just announced new bonuses. Now is the perfect time. And with every person that you've been talking to, it's, why do you think? I mean, number one, we shouldn't be thinking they would be perfect, but we've been chatting quite a bit. Have you ever thought of joining my team? Have you ever thought you would need to earn extra money from home? Because if there are some people that I think would be perfect for it, and I'll tell them why. But then the people that I don't know if they'd be perfect for it, ask them if they've thought about it. Have you ever thought of earning extra money from home? Is this something that you have ever thought about doing? And just ask. It's kind of a non-aggressive way that they're like, I know that we've been visiting quite a bit. Have you ever thought about joining my team? And if they say no, say, cool. And you continue. I carry on and continue having conversations with them and liking and commenting on their posts, because I am not that girl that's just going to drop off the face of the earth because they said no. So hopefully that helps. Does anyone else have any questions?
I don't particularly have questions, but some of the things that, and I've talked to Daria a little bit about, charting and really having a clear vision of how I get to where I need to be by, building my team and doing placement of people, both customers and distributors, and really understanding the impact of, when and how you do it, and, what you lose, like, in some of the competitions, right? If you place under a customer under somebody, you then don't get really the benefit of it personally, but you got to look at your long range plan too. Right. So I think, when we're in Florida, that's one of the things that I'd like to spend a little time really kind of going through and being strategic about,
Yeah.
Because, I've got some people that I really feel like will be my big runner, or a person that's going to be that. So for that, and I've been working on her for over 2 years. but I think I'll get her this year. And so for her, I think I want her on my first line, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But then other people that are going to come on and I don't know whether they're going to be successful or they're not, I want to start placing them. So that's one of the things. And also Instagram, I'm not, I'm doing a little bit on Instagram, but I really don't understand it. Before I get to conference, I will watch some of the YouTube videos on, how to be successful on Instagram. But anybody who has kind of a good style and connect, because like I look and I go, I don't even know who I'm following or who's following me.
Right.
That's how you build that strategically.
If you can go on to YouTube and then search in YouTube, you do a search for It Works. It Works Instagram Alyssa Bilyeu, and that's, her name is spelled funny. Let's see. ALISSA. That's ALISSA. Last name is Bilyeu. BILYEU. Last BILYEU. The other one is Jade Hooper. Jade Hooper and Susan Wade. All of those can help with Instagram training. So those would be helpful to look at before you get to conference. Okay. Anything else?
I just wanted to, I guess, comment really quickly. Like, when I first joined a couple years ago, I really wasn't, like, I just kind of joined on sort of a whim. Like, I said to my husband, what do you think of this? And he was like, well, don't spend more money than you make and
Right.
whatever. So it wasn't until I went to conference that I really started working this business. And then last year's conference was when I kind of found my place, like, as far as leadership goes with the company. So I'm excited just to even watch it and get those feelings back again.
Yeah.
And really just kind of let it propel me, because one of the things that I had struggled with, and I still kind of struggle with it, is I never had to message people ever. I was my inbox was always constantly flooded. So the most I ever did was just do follow-ups, and I really didn't even have to do a whole more than once a week follow-ups. I was just always constantly getting people in my inbox. And I feel for me, that part of that aspect of the business has definitely changed, and it is up to me to, start messaging people. So I feel like my 100s list is a completely different group of potentials, and building that relationship with them so that I can approach them. And I'm just really, excited to have that part, I guess, or maybe missing puzzle piece of conference to really kind of just keep that going, so that I am confident that I can actually incorporate how the business has changed into my own, work life, I guess.
Well, and I think that is a missing puzzle piece, and so you're going to get that, and it's going to be amazing. And even if you're not able to watch it, people will record segments and put it on YouTube, so you can go back and watch it there. But I feel like we all need it. We're all needing that conference and that boost, and it's going to be awesome. So, is there anything else before we end?
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
I know you were talking about, especially for me, for like time management and things like that. Can you give me some ideas other than the couple that you already did for like the top 5 things that to do in a day, like never miss? Like these are things that like you said, you know, like you Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you do these 5 things, you know, whatever. But what 5 things should I start actually focusing on and making them be a priority?
So for me, my number one is I would, so if I engage with 20 people, that engagement might only take me 15 minutes because it's just on Facebook and I'm like and comment. But I try not to just like and comment who's on my timeline. Who you see on your timeline is only a fraction of a fraction of who's actually on your list, in your Facebook group. And so I actually go through my hundreds list and try to message 20. And then when I'm engaging, I avoid liking and I do more commenting. And then I try to do more private messaging, and it's just, how's your day? How's work going? It just depends on if you know them or not. And so if you don't know them, that's when you do the engagement on their Facebook wall until you get to know them, and then you can start private messaging them there. But I would say you need to engage with about 20 people, private message 5, and that would be follow-up, and that would be asking, like Kaz was talking about. If you've already been engaging with 20 people a day, then eventually you should be able to say, hey, have you seen my posts? I'm looking for people to join my team. Have you ever thought of joining my team or earning extra money from home? If you do 5 of those a day, whether it's asking them to join for trying a 90-day trial product, or if it's joining your business, and then adding people on Facebook. So I'm part of groups where it's a separate group that doesn't have anything to do with It Works. And I try to add a few people every single day from those groups so that my Facebook is growing constantly, where I don't only have the same people over and over again. So my have to haves is engaging on the wall, private messaging, adding new people to my audience, and then you need to book at least one live, whether it's a live demo, a Facebook party. You need to do one live demo every single week. And whether that's helping your team member do it, whether that's hopping onto mine and inviting a few people, one way or another, that's an event, and you need to try to have at least one a week if you're wanting to grow your team quickly. I can leave a lot more other suggestions in Dare to Dream of things that you can do that are called income producing activities, but that engagement, the engagement and the messaging are number ones, absolute number one. Oh my gosh, we have not done the drawing. Shame on me. We have not done the drawing. I've got them right here. Shame on me. And you guys didn't even remind me. Okay, I'm not looking. Okay. This one is for a free product. And we're going to wait on what that product is because we might be launching something new. And so someone I was like waiting for you. Congratulations, Leanne. You won some product. So we'll see what it is, okay? So I'll let you know after Saturday.
Yay, thank you.
Okay, this one is for something from the It Works store, and it's going to be $30 or less. Daria, whoop whoop, Daria won something from the It Works store. And the grand prize, this is a $50 Facebook cash, basically. I wanted it to be something where it was cash, basically reimbursing you for pay-per-view, but I was not going to reimburse for the registration for showing up to conference. So $50 goes to who feels lucky. Oh my gosh, who feels lucky? Brianna Frazier. Congratulations, you guys. Congratulations. I'm really excited and pumped for conference. I'm really grateful for all of you because everyone on right now has pay-per-view or is going. So good job, you guys. Thanks for listening. And if you have anything else, please message me and I'd be happy to chat. Have a good night.